Bridget. Do you want to see my work for the morning? I got all sorts of goodness. So let me start where I started. I have new card decks too here, by the way. Added a couple new ones. Oh yes, which I'll be using in my some of my small group mentoring work in 2021. Yeah, I'll be doing some small group mentoring in 2021. And watch for that information, let me just tell you. So first I have the cow. This is a totem of the cow. Look at the gold yellow solar plexus. This connects to the goddess Bridget, who I'm very connected to in my Celtic shaman journeying. Very abundant, very much energy of life-giving, very nurturing. And I also learned that she is connected, the cow is also connected to Isis, the goddess Isis, which I use in my divine feminine work in my small group mentoring. And so I'm like, all right, that is pretty awesome. So that feels great. Then, so this is a new deck that I just recently got. Super easy basic deck. It doesn't have a guidebook or anything, just says info on the back. I loved the pictures. It was very affordable. I'll put the links below. And it's, I think it's called Goddess Knowledge Cards. I think so. And then after I did this one, because I was really drawn to the totems today for this to start out with. So I did the totem. And then I did my Oghams, and this, I of course got my beautiful hawthorn. I haven't got this for a while, but this is about cleansing this energy. It's also about relationship. This is related to my business and my work and how I'm developing a different evolution of my work. And I have to really change my old structure and approaches to my work because it's been really limiting. I've set up a system that's old school, that's really limiting. Like I can only do so many sessions and private sessions, and that leaves a lot of room, a lot of gaps for people who maybe have different availability to work and want to work on their intuition and want to work on connection and want to work on their personal stuff. And can't always afford private session. It's way more expensive to do one-on-one work. And so I'm really looking forward to sharing some classes, doing some more formalized teaching and having some basic resources. I'm going to start in January with a spirit guides class. So you guys are going to look forward to finding out information about that. But this is helping me really restructure my work and think about my work differently, because private sessions, there's only so many I can do. And I feel like it's limiting for people, you know, not everybody can do that. So there you go. And then, of course, I also got my Elder. You guys have been getting my Elder, this tree, and my Celtic Tree Wisdom Oracle, Celtic Tree Oracle book and a deck. I have been getting this one over and over again, which is great. I mean, it's just really an old steady. It's about endings and beginnings, again, affirming for me. I have to change the way I work. I have to. It's just not sustainable long term. Yes, it's just not. It's not good for everybody. And then I pulled some cards also from this gorgeous goddess deck, which I'm going to use the goddesses as a way to structure some of my mentoring groups and my work in 2021 in February. So that'll be coming up specifically. You will get an information. You'll get one of the modules will be about goddesses. So you'll get a little bit of this, but if you really like it, I'll be doing that in February into March. And so these are really great. This is actually Eve, goddess energy from Eve. And this is about life source energy and the power of the goddess. And love the totems here. Hello, with the energy of the wolf totem guiding and protecting. Lots of good energy here. Very fertile energy, very the core, the basic, get back to basics, and being supported all the way around, all the facets of our lives, all the facets of our divine feminine. Yes. So that was good. It was a great affirmation to me, like all the parts, Bridget, all the parts. Good. This goddess energy is Diana, and I love Diana. She is a goddess that many of you may be familiar with. She's a lunar goddess. She has just an incredible amount of advocacy energy. That's how I would describe her vibe. She's advocate. Encourages us to help each other in a community and to support our overall structure as a web of humanity. And for that, she stands for vulnerability and sees vulnerability as a strength, and youthfulness like as a mentor. She helps guide and support the children up to their maturity. I mean, she has a lot of great attributes and assets to her as well. And see, this deck is really great because it's really simple to use, but gorgeous imagery. And of course, I have some of my awesome rocks. These are my metallic, or rather magnetic energy rocks that I love. These are great medicine. I'll have to do a video just about how I've used these as medicine just recently. These are great stocking stuffers. I purchased like 25 of them for my kids for stocking stuffers because they're great fidgets, because they're magnetic, and it's magnetic hematite is what it is. So I have that because I've been using that to help clear, pull out, draw out the imperfections and the old ways of thinking for myself. Then, and let's mention, okay, so Celtic Tree Oracle, this is the guidebook. These are the cards. The sticks do not come with them. They are oghams. They are staves. You order those on Etsy. And then I used this deck. This is the Great Mother energy. This energy is from the 13 Moon Oracle deck. This is more of almost like a tarot deck, but it's 13 primary archetypes, and the deck is gorgeous. It's very powerful. It's something that you could draw one card a month and use that for your own mentoring for your divine feminine work into the new year. And the 13 Moon Oracle deck, it comes with a guidebook, so you can get additional information. As you can see, there's words here you can use on this card to be able to use for your own journal prompts and own personal coaching or discovery. So there's also imagery. Look at that sacred geometry, that spiral going within, going into the earth. The red rich energy is root chakra energy. This is perfect. So for me, this was great. When I was starting my day and I got all these, I was like, yes. So then I go and I make my coffee and I do my things. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting here, I'm journaling multiple pages of journaling, multiple. I'm working with one of my wonderful friends who is a divine feminine and shaman coach. She is a oracle herself, indeed. And so I've been doing a lot of journaling and working through things and such. And then after I made my coffee, I came back and I was like, all right. So I go into this rant where I end up, see my coffee, you guys, it's so good. So good. Is there any left? No, there's none left. Oh my goodness. So I go into this kind of rant within my mind about planning. I jump right into creativity, which is great. Like solar plexus, creativity makes sense for me. I'm working with my business. I'm taking out all the negativity and the exhaustion from all the demands of just private session work. Takes a lot of personal commitment and timing. There's no way I could ever do more than 3 sessions in a day at the way that I work now, because I'm so in it. And usually I only prefer to do 2 sessions a day, which limits, right? Limits. I cannot limit anymore. It's not working for people or for me. And I hate to say no when I do want to help people. So the class route is really a good way to go. And expanding on my mentoring in group format is a good way to go. Also much more affordable than my private session work. Is expensive. I mean, and if you can afford it, great, good for you. But man, I think other options are needed, especially during our financial times right now. Yes, we need that in 2021, right? Yes, we do. Plus we need community. So a group setting would be great for you guys. Consider that for sure. And then I started going into my creative rants, which is a distraction for me. Let me just be clear. I distract by creating class ideas, topic ideas. I have all these fabulous ideas. I love to create. It's fun, but I use it as an excuse not to build the structures. Like I have in another book here, I have all my structures. I'm creating a new calendar program. Here's my other book, my planning book for business. And I'm creating structures. Here, I'll let you look at this one that I made for a little bit. I'm creating structures for my work to make things flow easier so I don't have to do all the hands-on administrative work. So I'm choosing a new scheduling program and using an online calendar connected to payment through PayPal, so I don't have to follow up, because that's one big thing that happens. I have to do a lot of back and forth with people, and it spends a lot of time that I could be using in a session with someone, or I could be using in a group with many people. I really got to think about that, maximizing doing the best I can to really help and really show up fully. And so I'm getting a calendar, schedule a program, and I'm working on that right now. And I am getting an online class program, a delivery system that I can use to do classes in an easier way. In the past, I've just done them on my websites, or I've done them on Facebook, or I've done them on email. Now, in the future, I will do them on email. I will have opportunity for you to connect with me through a class, get some of the learnings and the teachings that I'm sharing pre-recorded through email. So that's a great way to do it, real easy, fast-paced, self-paced, all that jazz for you. So that'll be great through email, easy peasy. But I want to have a nice structure for you to be able to go back to and flip to the right week and learn about the right topic that you're interested in and go back to it and all that jazz. Gotta have that. I mean, that's really nice to have that kind of nice organizational structure. So, and I do like the whole concept of education and learning in that way myself. So I want to provide that to you, you know, a nice quality setup there. So I'm working on that as well. So that'll be good in January, launching that. And yeah, so I have to do this. I have to do the structures. So the structures are spending time installing, updating my own computer stuff, software stuff, learning the software so it's efficient for me, and putting the content in a way that fits. And then there's creating the content. I oftentimes would love to just jump to making the content because that's the fun party stuff. Party, party, party. Woohoo, teach, teach, teach. Woohoo, share, share, share. Woohoo, woohoo, connect, connect. Because even when you are in an online, like an email class that's maybe self-paced, et cetera, with me, I feel your energy. I know you're there. Like, I feel you. Like, how do you think I can make the class and it feels like I'm talking to you or about you, like right to you? How do you think it sounds so personal? Because it is. Because I connect into the energy of whoever's going to access that content, whether it be now or 2 years from now. I really feel into that. Like, I'm a psychic. Like, I do that. That's what I do. And so I'm going to bring this in. This is a Jett. It's very lightweight. This is heavy, but this is light. Love this beautiful Jett stone, very light, helping to clear. So yeah, that's how that works, you guys. It's pretty cool. So, and I love the creative vibes, as you can tell, because this is just a composition book. It's a journal that I use. I use these all the time. I have another one right behind me that I will be decorating for the next year. Let me just look and see if I have. Yep, I got one right here for 2021 that I have not decorated yet. And so I'm going to use that for my business planning, because I like to keep my business planning out of my journal, because my journal is for me. This is for me, for my healing, my processing. Let's see if I got anything in here that I can show you. Just beautiful blank pages. There we go. Because when I start to write businessy stuff and ideas in here, I'm like, no. This is my sacred space. This is my businessy space, my creative space, and organization. You know, when I'm researching all these different, you wouldn't have no idea how many different kinds of softwares that exist for content delivery, for calendar programs and all that. You just really have to research and find the best one. And I'm not an online calendar fan anyway yet, because I like to write on my paper, which my good friend Archangel Gabriel has offered to help with the communication and connection of that. So I use the dang online calendar. And mostly that's just because I don't always like to stare at my phone or work on my computer. I'm also working on getting a new phone so that I can have a business specific phone and have that as well. So I'm working on that. So there's lots of pieces, you guys, lots of pieces here. So yeah, okay, so let me show you this part. Let me show you this part. So this is information about classes. So I was trying to decide, well, I was kind of going off on my little tangent about creative, all these class ideas that I had. I'm like, whoa, Nellie, I'm one person. Everybody, and there's not like thousands of people that want to buy all my classes at this moment. In the future, maybe there will be, but right now there's not. So it doesn't make sense to make a bunch of stuff and share a bunch of stuff at once. Take time, do a good job. Otherwise, and don't bombard everybody at once, because then you guys have to decide and make different choices. It's just crazy. I gotta make it easy, right? So I was trying to decide between two things. I'm like, oh, I'd love to do mentoring groups right now and do like, a couple hours a week with a small group or whatever. And I'm like, that's a lot of commitment for people, especially when they're dealing with their own stuff. And I just got the energy of the cauldron, which is kind of be in stillness, which means not right now. If people really want to work deep beneath, they need to do that in private session right now. And if there's enough people, like maybe 4 or 5 that really want to go deeper together, which is unusual because you have to build relationship and build rapport and have sacred trust in order to do that. And in groups, it's different. It's very different. So maybe 4, but then I'd have to charge so much. Like, people aren't going to spend $150 a week just to do a group for 2 hours. I don't think. Anyway, I wouldn't because I'm cheap. Okay, I'm not cheap. I'm frugal. I'm budgetarily conscious. How about that? So, it doesn't make sense. That's a lot of use of my time because it's not just the 2 hours in the mentoring session. It's the 45 minutes before that I connect in and I'm there and I set up all my stuff and I get into my space and I have all my waters and my stones and rocks and crystals and all the resources I'm going to use for that class or for that mentoring group potentially, because I need to have a lot of availability in case something else shows up, somebody brings something in, we got to work with it. I want to have tools handy dandy, accessible to me. And then after I have to download it then to my hard drive, then upload it into YouTube or Dropbox or something like that, convert it into a file format that I can then share and save, create a new email through my email software that I have, and send it out in a replay format to those people. So it takes like about 4 hours. Maybe 3.5 if I'm fast, to be able to package all that up and send it out every week. So that's 3 hours a week. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of investment. That means I can't use those 3 hours for anything else, for creating content, for doing videos, I have videos to do every week. I gotta do like fun vlogging videos, cool card videos. I gotta do some stuff on Fairy Grasshopper, gotta do something on Above Life channel, my podcast. I got a lot of stuff and it's just me person. So I'm like, that's just not worth it. Like, I'm not going to overcharge people just because I literally don't have time to do this. So can't do it. I can literally see 4 people wanting to do this though. All right. Anyway, then this one comes after. But so in talking about the classes and the energy and concept of mentoring, I got the Alchemical Goddess, by the way. This is from, love this. These cards are from that 13 Moon Oracle deck. Very powerful, heavy hitting. This is so transformative. It's perfect for the new year. Ancient Future Wisdom. It says, yes, you're on the right track, Bridget. However, notice the pattern of your own energy. You don't want to go back to old patterns and split your energy and be like so stressed out by trying to do this and private sessions and videos on YouTube and checking your comments and doing Facebook. And it's just so much. So where's the most important place? Where can I make the most impact, really? Where am I really going to make a difference for people? And in turn, have a good balanced relationship where my family also benefits. Since I'm spending time with clients and creating content and all that, how is my family going to benefit? I need a work-life balance, which means I need to be profitable in the work that I do and then that I share. It's got to be a really balanced exchange, a give and receive relationship, right? And so, in feeling into the vibes, I could totally feel this energy really connected in. Again, this is from the 13 Moon right here deck, and this is the Priestess energy, lots of blue energy here, vision, clairvoyance, very grounded in the Priestess, the solar cross energy. This energy is Kali, Kali Ma, different aspects of the goddess of Kali, all different phases or aspects of us. I totally relate to this. And that is the energy of Mother, Maiden, Matriarch, and the energy of the past, present, future, and the energy of the creator, the preserver, the destroyer. This is exactly what we need for the new year. This is exactly what we need. This is what we need, which means, Bridget, you gotta go ahead and focus on that class, that spirit guides class, even if it's basic, even if it's just an intro thing for people. Get them going, get them a foundation, so then eventually they can do the work in an intuitive setting. When they come into your private sessions, then They are ready to do the work. They don't have to waste their money in one-on-one time learning the basics with you, because why would they need to do that? They can study this. They can connect with this. They can get the basics from you through those email classes. Just do it that way. Give them what they need. Give them a good foundation. I mean, come on. Give them what they need to start out. Help them be successful. I'm like, oh yeah, like I totally can do that. Yes, I can. So then I'm sitting here, I leave and I come back and I'm sitting here and I notice this really pretty card. I'm like, whoa, this is a cool card. This card actually is the totem. This is the totem deck, animal spirit knowledge cards by the same people that do that goddess knowledge cards. And I just noticed it and I was like, this is cool. This is an alignment. Look at that, the totem. That's how I do if you watch my videos on fairy grasshopper. You know that when I do like word rocks and things, I line them up in alignment, like from crown all the way down. Look at all these awesome totems. Oh my gosh, it's just about alignment. All about alignment and connection, having the guardians and the guides and the spirit helpers to assist you. This is Native American vibration. This is Earth vibration, supported by the energy and the spirits of Earth. This also, right away, this felt like a red fox, and I feel like it is a more fox-like energy. It says the coyote, and the symbolism and meaning is transformation, creation, cunning, and good fortune, which would be perfect for us all to embrace and receive into the new year. I have a fox totem, so I'm going to use this orange energy as the sacral chakra. My divine feminine work is part of the most passionate drive that I have, is helping women being intuitive, working with their spirit, really understanding all the spirit guidance that they have available, that we have available to us in the form of divine feminine guides and animals and nature and the energy of the earth that is present for us. And there's just so much that supports us. Alchemy and the energy of transformation and spiritual symbols like the energy of the spiral to help us go within, etc., like the moon and her cycles. I mean, there's just so much information for us available to us, but people I don't think we just realize, we're not taught that we should access that or how to, and it's so easy. So easy. It is not hard. It's not supposed to be this big, mystical, difficult thing. Now, finally, I got this card. I love this deck. It's so cool. This is the woman made of flowers. This energy is really the coming together, the culmination of all this that I've been working on today. The creativity energy, it shows a lot of the chakras and the movements. It shows the hands, so the receiving and the giving. It shows the spirals. It shows that flower of life within. It shows the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the root chakra. It just shows so much supportive energy, all of this. The movement and the flow of things, the natural patterns and the rhythms of things. It just really affirms the energy of working with women, whether I'm doing a divine feminine private group, whether I'm doing one of my newer, which will come out in February, a mentoring group, which is a smaller group. And it's a different option than private one-on-one sessions, so it'll be a bit more affordable than one-on-one sessions. And it will provide you really with a community web or a psychic kind of a solar, a spiritual connection with others that is different. It transcends the human experience. So you just feel this instant support week after week after week with meetings without having to actually talk to these people every day or encourage them or respond to them in any way, shape, or form in human life. It's so metaphysical. I cannot explain this, but I've experienced it over and over again with my private groups, when I've done my Moon Club, when I've done my Divine Woman group. It's a beautiful thing. And it's not what you think, like, oh, I have to participate. Oh, I have to be on Zoom. Oh, I have to be on camera. Oh, this is a whole thing. Oh, I'm an introvert. No, it's none of that. Because Bridget, me, it's surprising. You might be surprised. I hate that. I hate that. I don't want to be in that kind of a group unless it's only like 4 or 5 other people and I trust them, or maybe 8 people that I get to know. Then I'm okay with that. It's got to be intimate. It's got to be meaningful, and the other people that are in that group have to be in it to do their own crap. I can't be in this group as an empath helping everybody else energetically. They're not asking me, mind you, but I just naturally show up and do that. That's not the kind of skill set you got to have in a group like that. You got to learn, and you will learn fast in a group, to show up and be present and deal with your own stuff. Hold your own space, and at the same time, understand what it means to be in a sacred community like that, to feel the natural and benefit from the natural connections that just flow, the natural energy that flows from other people sharing their stuff clears so much in you. You have no idea. It's amazing. It is the most incredible medicine. I can't even explain this. Words don't do it justice, but it takes like 3-4 sessions with a group, and you feel it. And by the second session, you'll start to feel it. It might feel a little uncomfortable at first because you're like, wow, something else is going on here. It's deep. I'm like, yeah, it is. And your soul needs it. We're tired of superficial surface crap. We're tired of the basics of everything. Now, I am going to start this year with basics because I need to give you foundation, because I need to know if you're coming into a mentoring group with me this year, that you have some kind of basic foundation about spirit guides, that you have some kind of basic information, basic understanding about intuition, that you're not coming into a group expecting everybody else to tell you what you should do. Because sometimes there's a misunderstanding about coaching and intuition work. That is, you need someone else to confirm what you already know, and that's not true. You need to step in, share what you know, and feel the resonant energy coming back to you that affirms it without even words. You just know. And by the way, you can tell where you're not being truthful. That's a hard part to start to deal with early on, where you're faking it for yourself, where you're saying, oh, I know I should do this, so I'm finding all these reasons and all these supposed intuitive reasons why I should do this, but really you don't. It's not. It's old cycles. So you start to reveal those old patterns for yourself. You start to recognize where you're lying to yourself or holding back from yourself. And that could be a surprise for some people. So yeah, it's not just like, oh, basic stuff. Tell me all about my stuff. Give me a reading. No, it's not just that. Readings are fun. They're awesome. They have a place. Not in a mentoring group. Nope. Unless we're having a party, which every once in a while we do have like psychic parties, and that's fun. But you want to do your work? You really want to do your work? Want to do it whole, like holistically, not just halfway and band-aid way? Do you want to do it accurately in a right alignment for you? Group stuff, small groups, private coaching, that's the way to do it. Not just psychic readings. You can only do so much with psychic readings. It's a dependency thing, okay? You can get addicted to it. If you work with a psychic every month, month on month, month in, month out, you're relying on somebody else to tell you stuff. And what you usually want to do is have them convince you of what you already think is right. And that's like manipulating the system. That's manipulating mystical energy and psychic energy to your detriment. It's gonna hurt you, not help you over the long term. And why do I say that? Why do I say it's gonna hurt you, not help you? Because you're constantly looking to somebody else for wisdom that you already know exists, and you're trying to almost manipulate the energy so that you can be told something that you already know just so you can believe, and that's fake. That's a lie. That's like lying because you already know. You already know. It's not helpful. It doesn't help you grow. It helps you stay exactly where you are so nothing changes, because you're constantly looking to somebody else to tell you what to do. It's not worth it. Advice and guidance, good. Great. Support like a counselor, a life coach, a psychic, yes, great. Good healing team, good healing helpers. But when you constantly need someone else to tell you over and over and over again, having the same psychic reading every single month is ridiculous. If nothing's changing for you, I'm not going to keep working with you, just so you know. If it's been 6 months and you keep talking about the same thing and we're having the same conversation and you're just frustrated, then you're maybe not a fit for me. You know, it's not helpful. If it's not helpful for you, we take a break, because I'm not going to take your money if there's not real good work being done. You know, and it just might be, maybe you just need a break. Maybe you just need some time or some space to really kind of get situated into your own power. Because sometimes the thing is we're so afraid of our own power. That's what I think anyway. I find people like really redirected to helping other people because they're afraid of their own power, and they're using working with other people as an excuse to not deal with their own stuff. And the more you deal with your own stuff, the stronger you get in so many ways and the happier you get. And you're supposed to have joy. And life isn't supposed to be a series of obstacles or tests. It's supposed to be expansive and balanced. It's got to be balanced. You have to have the polarities of the good and the bad, the light and the dark. And oftentimes it's like either one or the other. No, it's not like political parties here. It's a balance. Find the middle. Get aligned, you know. Ugh, this is a long conversation. Okay, my friends, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to cut you loose here. I need to have some tea. No more coffee for me. This is Bridget. Thanks so much for watching on Fairy Grasshopper. This is my reading today. And I've had the benefit of doing these day after day after day because I don't have private sessions right now. I am taking some time off of that so that I can build some structures for a January class share. And so I don't have any private sessions right now. And so it's like, woohoo, I have all this time. But at the same time, I also know that, oh my gosh, I have to get busy on those, the class structure. I have to get, oh my gosh, I got to get those systems in place. The calendar program, the class structure. There's a lot of work I have to do. But this week, I'm letting myself just really be and use all my tools and, oh, just feel the energy and notice my own patterns. Look at me. I went off on a tangent into the creative, which I'm going back into finding a flow of a structure so that I can create from a way that's whole and complete and not just wherever it feels like hot at the moment. Like, oh, people need this, I'm going to do that. Oh, people need this, I'm going to do that. No, I can't do everything. That's why there's many channels, many psychics, many coaches, because I can't do everything. And I have to be okay with that. I have to be okay with that. I like a variety, just like you guys. Thanks so much for watching my Fairy Grasshopper channel on YouTube. I appreciate you very, very much. I look forward to connecting with you in the future. Check out the links below in the description for the new card decks I have. This one's the Animal Knowledge deck. This one, these ones here are the Goddess Knowledge deck, which I'm going to use the Goddess stuff in the future in February-ish. This is from the Shaman, the Celtic Shaman deck. Comes with a huge book and very deep. Very deep. If you've been doing this for a while, this is probably a good book for you. But like a while, I mean like, 5-10 years, okay? Or if you're super just into the shaman path, this is a good one for you, for sure. These are the 13 Moon Oracle card deck. These are very good for divine feminine coaching, personal coaching work. Once a week, do a card. Once a month, do a card. Do it for 2021 if you want to try it like that. Do your own coaching regarding this and your own mentoring, your own mediumship, your own meditations, etc., etc. It's great. 13 basic archetypes. Be perfect for the lunar year next year. And then, of course, my Celtic Tree Oracle. I've been touting this for a while. Very grounded energy. Doesn't come with the sticks. This is something you purchase. It's called the OGHAM, O-G-H-A-M, on Etsy yourself. Or you can make them. You can actually make them. You can make these, by the way. Check out The Truth and Story. Kelly has a great tutorial about how to make OGHAMs, O-G-H-A-M-S, just with little particles of wood that you can get at a craft store like a Michael's, etc. And then using a Sharpie, super easy. Just little I think they're pine or cedar wood chips. Very, very easy to make your own. And then this is a cool deck if you're into natural nature energy, if you like the elements, if you have a pagan vibe, if you love totems and shaman energy, this is probably going to be a good fit for you with the tree wisdom. If you love being outdoors, you probably love this as well, of course. So, all right, you guys. Oh, and I will put links to this too. This is like the current journal I'm doing, the Heart of the Tree journal, but all the 3 journals that I'll link below are identical to this. They're the same kind of style with the great bookmark and the cool etching on the foiling on the edges. Some of them have gold, some of them have silver, but this is the tree one that I'm using now, the Heart of the Tree. That's what I'm using now, but all 3 other ones I have listed, I have already used. Got to get some more. All right, have a great day. I hope this has inspired your spirit, this vlog, and filled you with hope. I've covered a lot of bases here, given you actual real life information about how I'm using this for myself, my personal self, my life, and my business, my work structure. This works, people. It works. Bring it all together. Bring it all together. Have a great day.